Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Come on and sit on down because today we're doing one of the dumbest videos I've ever thought of, which is doing the Bad Friends Tournament. Everybody has a bad friend, and hell, I'll tell you what, I bet you a lot of you little bastards are the bad friend in your group. But today, you know, I was having this conversation with one of my friends who will be nameless for sakes of being, because, you know, you don't want to say talking about it. Doesn't matter. He's the bad friend. I got to thinking, out of all the character traits of bad friends, which one is actually the most tolerable? Which bad friend would you like to keep in your life? And I believe I have a little list here that is quite tempting, dare I say. Let's go through some of the bad traits of a horrible friend. The alcoholic friend, the emo friend, the simp friend, the weeb friend, the gamer friend, the conspiracy theorist friend, the trust fund baby friend, the gym bro friend, the quote-unquote self-employed, what is it, whatever, the guy selling bullshit, that friend, your friend who's a thief, the vegan friend, the druggy friend, the overly religious friend, military freak friend, the overly political friend, and your crypto bro friend. I gotta be honest, guys. I don't know why the hell I'm doing this, okay? I don't know if you're interested, but I don't care. I have to get down to the bottom of it as well. Which round one, the alcoholic friend versus the emo friend. Let me tell you guys, I have a lot of alcoholic friends, okay? A lot of them. Too many. I don't know why so many. I think it's just being in the Midwest. But I did have an emo friend, and I want to paraphrase this. I need to know from an bystander or outsider here. When you hear emo, are you just thinking scene, or are you saying like an actual emo kid? Like, there's a difference. Like a scene kid was like the 2009 Hot Topic era shit. Emo kids to me, I mean, it's just like alternative, like, oh, it's Midwest emo.
Well, see, when I think of emo now, I think of someone who's like emotionally unstable.
Really? I don't know if I want to be around that. Okay.
Today's video is sponsored by Factor. If you're like me, it can be tough trying to eat better on a busy schedule. Work, deadlines, traffic, food prep, it can all get in the way. I don't have time to worry about portion sizes, counting calories, or eating enough protein. Look at me! Look at what I've become! Luckily, Factor has all that covered. Factor has delicious, ready-to-eat meals that are delivered right to your door. In just 2 minutes, you can heat, eat, and enjoy. Plus, Factor lets you eat the way you want, whether you need Calorie Smart, Keto, Protein Plus, or vegan dishes. And if you enjoy the gourmet side of life, Factor now has Gourmet Plus meals that include ingredients such as broccolini, salmon, and truffle butter. You also have a surf and turf meal option with shrimp and filet mignon. With over 35 options to choose from each week, you are sure to find something you like. Each meal is chef crafted and dietitian approved. And the best part of Factor is there's no prep work, no standing in grocery store lines, and virtually no cleanup. Just a little bit. Head to Factor75.com or click the link below and use code 50PAPAMEAT to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first Factor box. That's code 50PAPAMEAT at Factor75.com to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. Thank you, Factor, for sponsoring the video. Back to the video.
My alcoholic friends, probably some of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. That's a pro. Also, terrified for them. A lot of the time, all right?
Park the car, man. Park the car.
The scene kids and the emo kids, I don't know if I like all that baggage. Even if you're like a 2008 scene kid, I was the chubby friend to a scene kid. And at that time, dude, he was getting pussy left and right, dude. Chicks outside of like, right outside the Mamba at Worlds of Fun, all right? And I was sitting there eating a can of Dippin' Dots. It's bringing back bad memories. I don't want that back in my life. I've moved on. Also, horrible music. I just want to, I'll throw it out there, guys. I don't like emo music. That within itself, it's like, would I rather be listening to Thin Lizzy or some emo shit? You see, that's how I know you're not an alcoholic. If you're not jamming Thin Lizzy, then you know what? You're a sober man. You know what? Alcoholics all day, baby. I'll take an alcoholic any day of the week over an emo guy. Match 2, the simp or the weeb.
They are both pretty equal.
Well, this is a tough matchup. The simp versus the weeb, in a lot of ways, people are gonna say, is that not the same? They overlap, right? There's a lot of cross mingling in these sections. Here's the problem. One, the simp, talking about relationship too much. We're talking about, you know, I don't want to talk about that shit, dude. I love her, dude. Cool. I don't know her. But then you get to weebs, people who are too into anime. Scare me. Like, Nick doesn't even watch One Piece. He just reads about the shit on Reddit, and I know the entire arc because of it. It's exhausting. So it's just like, to me, I'm like, you want to be friends with a or an insufferable bull? I feel like the weeb might have more to talk about.
Yeah, well, the simp is literally gonna just be like talking about.
We should go and get girls. Or yeah, oh, she broke my heart. I'll never find a girl. Yep. Weird that is when you're like 29 years old. When you're in your 30s and you're just like, dude, you're talking about a cash red, like a checkout girl at Trader Joe's. Like, I think you're gonna be okay. I'll take the weeb, dude. Next up, we have a gamer versus a conspiracy theorist. You know what? This feels unfair. I'm just not a gaming guy. A person who's just like, I'm playing this game. I don't want to have to sit around and play video games all day, dude. Are you big? You're not a big game guy either, are you?
Well, I like to buy hundreds of dollars of games and never play them.
Why? I went through a weird phase during COVID where I started collecting like PS2 horror games. You could put a picture up of my horror collection. I think a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, whoa. That's right, bitch. My horror game collection's pretty, at least PS2. Maybe there's some common ground there with the gamer though. I don't know. Conspiracy theorist, just depends. This is a huge, this is huge for me. Does he drink? Because I can sit at a bar and talk with anybody about anything, all right? But same with like overly political people. It's like if it's too much negativity, I can't hear about it. If it's goofy, weird stuff.
That my female flower is always with me in here.
For reference, Flower is Stacy's female Sasquatch companion.
I want to be with that guy. Then too many times the conspiracy theorist gets too aggressive with it. I don't know if I like that. I guess I'll go with gamer. I don't care about Bigfoot. No.
You don't care about chemtrails?
No, and see, even hearing you talk about this, it's more I'm just like, I don't even want to talk about it. Yeah, with the chemtrails, I don't care. Kill me. The next one up is Trust Fund Baby versus Gym Bro and Health Nut. Give me, this isn't even a round for me, dude. Yeah, the trust fund kid is gonna be annoying, spoiled, rotten. You better believe if you get in tight enough with them, ride them coattail, baby. Also, gym bros and stuff, insufferable. Yeah, I gotta clock in real quick. And also, the whole thing too with gym bros, they stay at the gym for 3.5 hours and they do a workout that could have been done in 30 minutes to 45 minutes. No, it's too many macros. I can't, like, look at me. You think I'm gonna get along with the gym bro? Hell no, dude. Give me that sweet, sweet money. That's what I'm saying, dude. Trust fund baby all day. Next up, the self-employed businessman, aka MLM promoter. I've never been around. This is a newer age thing.
No, when I was like straight out of high school, one of my best friends was an MLA person because he's like, man, you could be your own boss. You know, you don't have to work. You're like these hours. Like,
are they still working that job? You think?
No.
Versus a thief. You know, this should be an easy round, Nick, right? Why would you be someone who steals something from you? Well, that's a good point. It comes down to just who the person is, man. Here's the thing with a thief. This is gonna go a long way. Is he stealing from me?
Yes.
If I had, so in this role-playing situation, if I was ever just like, dude, if you need 20 bucks, I'll give you 20 bucks. Would he still steal from me?
Yeah.
This is an irredeemable person. Like, I like, there's no way for me. I'm trying my best to be like, I would probably sympathize with a thief. There's no way. I couldn't deal with that. The self-employed, I hate giving him the win here. But a thief, I just can't do it. Match 6, the vegan versus the druggie. I'm gonna let you know right now, I'm gonna go druggie immediately. But it's just because vegans scare me. I was buddies with this one vegan guy. And this isn't fair. This is, you know, but this is my story. This is my journey. The way that fruit, it just, I mean, it was borderline erotic. I mean, like, there was something where I was just like, these vegans, they don't play, dude. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they're saving the animals, but they're tearing up the rest of the animal kingdom. You know what I mean? Somehow, some way, they're getting their revenge somehow. I want to go out and get some steaks with my boys. You know what I mean? Nice date night. I'm gonna go out and get steaks. I want a milkshake. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the druggie. You know why? Because at least they can get a steak with the guy who's like fentanyl flopping in the corner. I'm at Outback Steakhouse getting a bloomin' onion and the guy's like passed out in the bathroom. I'm like, well, bitch, more for me, and we're still splitting the bill. The overly religious friend or the military freak? What's crazy is I feel like you've actually just split Isaiah right down the middle. It's Wendigoon.
I got this, and I got this. So I'm gonna be all right.
I've had a lot of very, very religious friends, and here's the thing with me, guys. I'm not agnostic. I'll let I say that right now. Every agnostic out there, you're a pussy. Just say you believe or you don't. You know what I mean? I hate this whole idea because if you're just like, well, in the back, I just in case. Well, then you should just believe and just be like, I believe in my own way, which is what I do. You know, to me, organized religion. I'm not gonna get into. God forbid, I hope there's something. That's all I gotta say. So the whole overly religious person, as long as they're not being like, come on, come do a service with me. That's when I hate that, because I do. No, I'm good. Oh, well, what are you gonna do? Then they really start digging in because they know you. What are you gonna do, sit and watch Family Guy all day? It's like, yeah, I will sit and watch Family Guy all day. But then military, like super military bros. You know what, actually... I'm buddies with like donor operator Eli, Brandon, like all the unsub guys are really great guys. And I love them. Some of the people that hang around them, they talk in code too much. All right. And if you're not a military guy and you're talking in code, I feel lost. Yeah, I hit up the ROTC and I went down to North Carolina. That's why I did 2, you know, I'm like, I I don't know. I like, I don't mind guns. All right. See, I kind of did a little fence right. I like guns. All right. I think they're fun to shoot. All right. What can I say? I'm a man. I had 2 friends who joined the Marines after high school. One of them is in an asylum still, mental asylum. The other one had a beautiful career. He was a photographer. I don't think he saw any combat, but I think he was stationed out in Vietnam and he got to do photography. It was like awesome. But what I also didn't like? I didn't like when they come to my school and they're just like, what are you thinking about doing after school? I'm like, I don't know. I'm thinking about going to art school. Oh, we know that the military can pay for that. I'm like, dude, do you think I'm going to want to go to art school after I did 4 years in the reserves even or something? Also, I had my buddy's brother who's the biggest asshole on earth. He was National Guard. Absolutely hated when you call him the weekend warrior. I do more than that. My friend would keep buying like those things that you poke trash with. He kept gifting him those like in different colors. And he's like, stop buying me these. It's kind of weird though. I just kind of had a self-reflective thing. I've never been friends with a lot of Jewish people. Is that bad? I've never met a lot of them. I worked with a couple Jewish guys in New York and they were fine, but I felt that's what made me feel even worse because I sat there and that's how I knew that Midwest deep rooted shit came in because they were like sitting there and they're talking about like they got some day off for a Jewish holiday because every other week there's a Jewish holiday. And how do I know this? Because I try ordering stuff from B&H Photo and they're just like, nope, we're closed. But it made me feel bad. I was like, God damn, dude, I haven't interacted with hardly any Jewish people. It made me feel bad. I mean, not a lot of religions, honestly, just a lot of Christian dudes, some Mormons. That's about it. I'm just gonna go with the military dudes. Made me feel bad. And the last one, the first round, is overly political or crypto bro. I mean, listening to people talk about politics is probably my least favorite thing on earth. I would rather have someone talk about how they're digging the shit out of their asshole with their bare fingers and like what it smelled like and did they eat it afterwards than have someone just like talk to me about any simple political stuff. The crypto bro person, what I don't like though? They're too much in your wallet. Put money on that. What's good? You kind of do that to me sometimes, don't you?
Just, trying to help out.
I know. Yeah. I'd rather have some guy who's trying to get me rich, dude. I mean, the boys are up or we're down, but we're in it together. Versus you get politics. It's like, nothing split you up, dude. I've known somebody for a long time. I say one wrong thing and then they hate me forever. Come on, dude. Overly political people, suck my dick. I'm going crypto bros. All right, round 1. I'd say we've gotten the worst out of the worst out of the way. Round 2, match 1 is the alcoholic versus the weeb. I hate to say this, but once again, I feel like the alcoholic just has a leg up. I just don't like anime enough, Nick. All right, I would rather sit and listen to music and have a couple drinks with my friends. Who am I kidding? A lot of drinks with my friends versus watch any anime. Get involved with anime. Here's the thing too, man. There's a lot of anime out there that have beautiful stories, right? Storytelling. Some stuff that moves people dramatically. Shifts their very soul. But there's just nothing like a drunk guy talking about how he sold like a Toyota Camry. And that's like, to me, that storytelling, much more endearing. Well, okay, is it aggressive? Aggressive drunks I hate. I also hate babysitting people. Babysitting drunk people is the worst.
This is the worst.
Yeah, you have to think about the worst of the worst. But who would you say is more sociable?
The alcoholic.
I feel like the weeb though, I could be like, hey, could you pick me up from the airport? When you think of that kind of common courtesies, do you think that a weeb would say, sure?
He's like, oh, sorry, I'm in the middle of my show.
So it's mostly a guy being selfish versus a guy who physically can't because he's just like, I don't know where I'm at.
But he would be, I'll be right there.
Give me the alcoholic. The gamer versus the trust fund baby. There comes a point with the trust fund baby where you know that will look at you differently because you're not on his level. Oh, can I come with that? Ooh, no. Or he sits there and he holds his wealth against you. I could buy it for you, but I won't. Versus the gamer guy, once again, it's just one thing I hate is whenever you're just like, oh, you want to go do something? Oh, no, I'm going to hop on, play this, whatever. And you get so lost in the video game. People who are just like, like neat nest dwellers kind of thing. It'd be hard for me to be friends with. Because if I was younger, didn't even have a driver's license, I got dropped off at my buddy's house. Let's game all night. Now in this stage of my life, I don't know. I lose my job. My wife divorces me. I'm out all this money. Who could I rely on?
The trust bro.
Sure, he'd be like with interest, but he could at least do it. Versus the gamer guy's just like, dude, I got like 4 extra subs off Twitch this month. Yes, I will help. But maybe he has a heart of gold. That's why this is hard because obviously I think gamer is a much more human thing. And that's why I'm almost leaning towards gamer because I feel like innately they're going to be more human. Versus a trust fund baby. Every rich kid I've ever met is like a robot. They have no real way of processing human emotions the same way as other people. And they're just too spoiled. They don't know that they don't have that fire, that that humans have, right? I gotta go with gamer. Now we have the self-employed businessman or the druggie. The problem is the self-employed businessman guy feels the same as the trust fund guy, except he doesn't have money. So he's just talking his ass off, but he has nothing to back it up, and that pisses me off. Versus the druggie person might be a good person, but then it would suck to see them in that state all the time. But at the same time, I hate the pyramid guy so much, where it's like, I'm really trying to process something crazy, like you're strung out on a bed, like walk into your third room, you're like, but maybe there's the hope that you're like, we're gonna get you cleaned up, and then 2 years down the line, you see them, they got a nice full head of hair, they have like veneers in their mouth because their teeth were all rotted out before, and they're just like, we have to pray for optimism, dude. I'm going with the druggie. The military freak versus the crypto bro. I think money and friends just don't mix. You can't have somebody whose whole priority is money. You can be supportive and be like, I wish you the luck, dude, but I don't want that to be all in my face. I think I'd rather just be with the guy who's a military guy. Because I feel like those are still the kind of guys who are going to be like, we'll go out and blow something up. And you're just like, maybe, right? Crypto bro, I'm also just not a crypto guy. Yeah, you don't want to talk about your board days with the bros. You don't want to talk about your sick NFT collection with your homies. We are in the semi-finals here. The alcoholics versus the gamers. The gamers has been sliding by this entire time. But what does it say about me as a person by being okay with my friend being an alcoholic? A lot of people drink, but that doesn't mean they're alcoholics. All right, this is, if you were talking about a guy, he's just like, okay, move. I'm losing the feeling in the tip of my fingers. My nerve endings are all burned up from the alcohol. Versus the guy who's just like, I just quit my job and I'm just playing video games. Or he still lives with his parents. Would you rather be with a guy who's just like, yeah, he doesn't have a drop of alcohol, he's shaking up a storm, but he's holding a job barely, and he lives on his own? Or would you rather be friends with the guy who's just like very sweet, very nice, doesn't have a job, still lives with his parents, and he just like plays WoW all day?
It's a hard choice.
Really? Okay, because I didn't know if you were making fun of me or not. The problem is the gamer guy, it's kind of the optimism of being like, I feel like after a while you could fish him out of that. Why don't we just go out tonight? Dude, I don't know. Dude, come on. My heart wants to say alcoholic. I think about tailgating. I think about going to the Kansas City Chiefs game with my boys, knowing that I'm going to be able to crack open a cool one, listen to some Thin Lizzy, ride the lightning or something like that. Just chill and get drunk with my boys. What did I say? What did I say about my future? Probably not responsible. Probably smell like shit. Probably meet like booze sweats and stuff. You kidding me? The gamer guy though, I can't sympathize with that guy. I have nothing in common with this guy, Nick. I don't want to be with this guy. The alcoholic moves on to the final. Same with the druggie versus the military freak. I don't think I could justifiably hold my head up high with a druggie and an alcoholic, me justifying either one of those guys. So I guess I'm just gonna go the military guy. So that means our finals for the bad friend tournament is an alcoholic or like your military friend. So let's list down some of the options. Alcoholic guy, he might not talk to you about all of his problems. He's probably drinking away the pain, so you might not have to hear about it. I'd hate to hear about the tragedies of war. All right, I might not sleep well at night. I've seen enough of the war films where I can turn them off half the time because it makes me too goddamn depressed. Alcoholic probably couldn't hit a can of soda 100 yards out. Military friend probably good. Military friend has active use of explosives, and I probably feel kind of safe around him. At least the inkling of thinking that they know what they're doing, even if they don't. You'd have that versus, do I want a drunk guy lighting a fuse to a bomb? Probably not. This list, you have to think about this. You have other friends. This is just your bad friend. So it's like if you do have a big group of drinking buddies, only one of them's alcoholic, that's pretty good statistics, all right? Versus everybody else is normal, and you got one cockeyed G.I. Joe who's just like, I don't know, I never fully came back from Saigon. You know what I mean? What I wouldn't give to go back to Iraq just one more time. I don't know if I like those demons, dude. Also, you have to think it could be a day where the guy stops drinking, but then does he stop being your friend? Because you only like the drunk version of him. Also, here's a bad thing about the military guy, which is why I'm like surprised he made it this far, was that a lot of military stuff, I feel like it dips into politics too much. Alcoholic guy, but he's gonna want to go to karaoke.
I was gonna say, there's probably at one point the alcoholic guy's fun for most of the night, and then when he goes overboard, you could just ditch him.
Yeah, you just leave them. And it becomes normal. They're just like, yeah, sorry, I got into it. And you're like, it's all right, Paul. You know what I mean? It's fine. Where am I at in my own life? What am I honest with? What's been the one thing that I've always pursued? What's one thing that I've always just kind of been like, you know what? People are who they are. And I would say in my family, in some of my relationships, some of my friends, Nick, I would say that I've always had an open door for alcoholics. So I feel like my bad friend would be an alcoholic, ladies and gentlemen. And I think it goes to show that, you know what, everybody has their own quirks. Everybody has their own friends that they'd want to have. And I think that everybody has a bad friend. I think sometimes, and you know what I think is maybe the thing, maybe I was pointing a bit of a mirror on myself here. Maybe I'm the alcoholic friend, Nick. I don't know. All I gotta say is I'm not condoning any of these bad things. We're not trying to give retribution to these things, but if someone has to be in your life and there has to be a bad seed, I think I'd probably take the alcoholic over a lot of these. But I'm sure a lot of people here disagree, and that's totally fine. And I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of conversation in the comments about it. But you know what? I'm gonna stand by what I said. For the time being, alcoholics are our champions. One more round of applause for being a goddamn dirty sock. That's our Bad Friend Tournament. I don't care what the fuck you have to say. These are my friends, and I hope to God that you show up next time. Thank you so much for watching today. We will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Terrence? Are you awake?
No.
Sorry, man. Didn't mean to wake you up.
It's okay.
I just have a couple pieces of new merch I just want to run by you. You're the fashion bug in the house.
Lay it on me.
The first shirt we have is the I Control Fire shirt. It's pretty awesome. It's a big meme right now. You know, people, they love saying that I control fire, you know.
Ooh, spicy.
How's it feel?
High quality.
No, don't eat it. I also got this nice little workman shirt. It has Papa Meat's Butchery on it. You also get a little meat name tag in case you want to feel like you're a part of the crew. Maybe you want to go bowling. You know, Terrence is a big, big bowler. You love to bowl, huh?
I used to.
Why not anymore?
Arthritis.
Oh. This is a Kill Every Influencer t-shirt. Kind of has an old Hot Topic vibe like this one because I also think every influencer deserves to die.
But Hunter, you're an influencer.
That's okay. I think I deserve to die.
I don't like violence.
Terrence, don't say that, man. Come on. And then last but not least, this is my favorite one, Terrence. This is the Monster Truck shirt for my little monster.
Me?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Look at this. Isn't this nice? And it has meat all the way down the side of the arms. It's absolutely phenomenal. Here, you can keep that one too. And last but not least, the Heartburn hoodie.
Oh, that's fire.
Oh, thanks, Terrence. You know, you got some nice grill here. You got grill down the arms and you got meat on the side. I think it's very fashionable, Terrence.
It makes me hungry.
Well, you want me to go make you something?
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say the doctor said you can't do anything with your legs. How are they feeling?
Oh, they're feeling much better.
Oh, keep pulling. Oh my God. Yep, they look great.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna leave these here with you. That smells horrible. All right, good night, Terrence. I hope you get some sleep, okay?
Okay.
Are you actually sleeping, or is this a bit?
I was pretending to sleep.
Okay, well, maybe try to actually sleep then, huh?
Okay.
All right, good night, Terrence.
Bye.
Are you still pretending?
Yeah.
Okay.